हेलो दोस्तों, स्वागत है आपका मेरे चैनल सोशल शेयर एजुकेशन में। इन दिस वीडियो आई विल शेयर essay on if I were the education minister of India. If I were the education minister of India, I would make very drastic changes in the education scene of India. In the last 50 years, the government of India has changed several hands. Commissions have been formed, reports have been made and received and gathered dust. But we are in the same situation that is not all enviable. The main thrust I would give will be on primary education. This area has been grossly neglected in the last 5 decades, and that is why we find that even after 75 years of our own rule, more than 50% of our Indian population is still illiterate. I would give top priority to this and encourage free education till at least up to level of 5th standard. My resources would also be channelized accordingly. This is because I personally feel that only when we expand and improve our primary education can we produce a fine younger generation. It is at this age when we can inculcate values in the children, and it is only at this time that we can teach them the values beside the knowledge we give them. Once this age is passed, no amount of sermonizing helps to teach the bigger children any values. Since this area has been neglected for so long, we have produced a generation of ill behaved, uncouth, almost barbarians. Education must be spread in rural areas where real India exists. All along the 75 years of India's independence, education has been the prerogative of the urban classes, and this is why such a huge percentage of illiterate in the rural areas. So, if I become the Education Minister of India, I would lay more stress on educating the masses in the rural parts of India. Teachers would be sent there and picked up from there and given handsome incentives to work for the country there in remote areas. Their interests would be well looked after so that they would like to go and teach in the rural areas of India. Next would come under my purview the colleges and the universities. To this education, I would put a real stopper. In the last 7 decades, these institutions have had a mushroom growth, the result being the creation of places for the politicians to grow, to hibernate, for crime to take its toll, and above all, this institution turn out multitudes of unemployable barbarians. In order to change this atmosphere, I would make college and university education very, very selective. College gates would then be opened only to those children who are really interested in studies and do not come here only to waste time and only learn to be villainous. The affluent would, in my time, be made to pay heavy fees for studying in these institutions, and that also only if they were found fit to study. On the other hand, the poor students who are good in studies but do not have the finances to study would be sponsored by the government for studying in colleges to improve their prospects. The rest of the chaff that is now found to be crowding colleges would be diverted to colleges of vocational studies. As the education minister, I would establish vocational colleges where after class 12th, children would be sent according to their personal choices of vocations. Here also the affluent who join will have to pay heavy fees and the poor be sponsored by the government. In this way, with a combination of colleges and vocational centers, we will be able to channelize the children to their respective professions. In the bargain, we would be providing employability to all the young men and women turning out of the various institutions. This will help in creating a mass of people who have the potential of being employed and also avoid the unnecessary rush in the colleges. Besides these, the medical and engineering colleges will also be made very selective in their choice of students joining them. The fees here also will be high and the education here should be self-supporting. I ask why should the government spend on these children who mostly after acquiring skills go to serve other countries. They should be made to pay heavily for being educated here, as after this education here they will be more than compensated by working outside the country. All these years we have been spending huge amounts of money allotted to education on the education who go away as soon as they complete studies. And all this at the cost of poor rural children who are left bereft of even the basic of education. How far has this been fair to the poor can be understood by one and all. If I ever become the Education Minister of India, my approach would be enhancing the status of primary education and its reaches would be felt even to the remotest areas of India. It is in these areas where we really produce our raw material. If the raw material is bad or in short supply, how then can we accept the finished product to be up to any expectation? अगर आपने अभी तक इस चैनल को सब्सक्राइब नहीं करा है तो प्लीज़ इस चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर दीजिए और बेल आइकन दबाकर नोटिफिकेशन को भी ऑन कर दीजिए। थैंक यू सो मच फॉर योर वैल्यूएबल टाइम एंड विश यू ऑल द बेस्ट फॉर योर फ्यूचर।